Today we're leaving the modern cars and even the Italian designed Herald to take the Fiat on a bit of a journey. Doesn't often go out for a long day. This is how it goes. We started quite early in the day with a short trip on the M45. We don't often take the Fiat on the motorway, and it was nice to be able to stretch the legs on this nice quiet stretch of motorway. After we passed Dunchurch, we came off quite quickly. Considering the car has been on the road with us for over 10 years, it's never actually got its tyres wet. So the roads were really quite wet this morning, and it was a bit of a risk to go out. As you can see, the roads were really quite damp indeed, and there was quite serious puddles here. So the underside of the car was getting wet for the first time in over 40 years. However, the sun was out, the roads were drying rapidly, and the weather forecast foretold that it was going to be a lovely day. So we gritted our teeth and had tried to avoid as many puddles as possible. We eventually found this really deep puddle, which thankfully we didn't have to go through at all. And finally, as we approached Stoke Bruerne, the weather and the roads finally started to clear up, and we made our destination safely.
That's got 600 wheels. No, 126 wheels that's got.
So we've made it to the rendezvous of the boat inn, and there's quite a range of Fiat 500s here. Certainly one of the biggest collections we've ever been part of. So we're off for a road run.
Look, got... Yeah, look at that.
It was an unusual experience to be travelling in convoy again, especially when it's so rare to look out and see another Fiat 500 on the road. Suddenly, our rear view mirror, as well as our windscreen, was full of the little cars. We drove up the main drive towards Stowe, up past the impressive stone arch. We followed the road round to the car park, where we had a little stop and looked at each other's cars. There were quite a number of right-hand and left-hand drive cars, and then we returned and caused chaos by having a little park up, before off again, this time with the roads much drier and the sun now out. We arrived, or we were heading for, Boycott Farm. Once again, we parked up, making an impressive display, and I can thoroughly recommend the sausage rolls before we were off again. By now the sun had fully come out, and it was a really pleasant afternoon. The roads were dry and clean, but we still managed to go through one ford, which fortunately wasn't very deep at all. Our little collection of cars arrived at our final destination. We've come into Gasoline Juice for a cup of tea, which is a very car orientated cafe. Even got a petrol pump, but not as old as mine. And a plane. Outside there was an Alfa Romeo, and quite a rare to see on British roads, Lancia Integrale. There was also a nice Saab 9000 Turbo. I do like these cars. And so off we went home after a really nice day, covering 150 miles in total. Our thanks goes to the organiser. Thanks, Rob. We had a lovely day. Do like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on our travels around.